Hi guys, good day and welcome once again to my channel. My name is Asabig Joe. I film content based on family, lifestyle, living in the UK, tips and tricks on how to migrate to the UK, and all those juicy stuff. So today I'm going to be talking about working in the healthcare sector, working as a carer in particular. And this video is not only for those in the UK, it's for anybody working as a carer any part of the world. This, what I'm going to be saying, is going to be beneficial to everybody, so please do well to listen to the end of this video. And also, in my last video I was talking about those that want to apply to the NHS, and I got a lot of questions about that. This is what you want to watch. Please stay tuned to the end of this video. That's when I'm going to be giving everything that you need to know about working in the NHS. As you can see, I just got back from work, and what is the best time than to do this video now that everything is still fresh in my head. So if you see me looking down on this laptop, just know that there are some points I typed down that I don't want to forget. That is why I'm going to be looking down. So guys, the first thing I'm going to talk about is being a carer or healthcare assistant in the UK. I've already explained the different kinds of healthcare assistants or healthcare support workers that we have in the UK. I'm going to link that video up so that you can go and see it for yourself. We have those working in the care home, those working as a domiciliary carer, the support workers, the living carers, and is there anyone I'm forgetting? Just in case, if there's any point I forget to mention in this video, please feel free to drop comments in the comment section. And if you have questions, drop it in the comment section, or if it's a private question, please use my Instagram handle and send me your questions. I'm going to reply. So working as a carer in the UK, we have different positions. We have those working as healthcare assistants, like entry position. We have the senior carers, we have the manager roles, we have those we call the activity coordinators, and they have different names in different care homes. So I want you guys to know that you cannot just remain as a carer. Try your best possible best try your possible best to move up the ladder, please. Don't remain as a carer. You can be a senior carer, you can be a team leader, just move up as you're going. And something I've always understood, if you are working in a company and they are not willing to move you up, because you should be open to, they should be open to career progressions for you. If they are not willing to progress your career, please move to another place and start up. Because I understand that most of these people, over familiarity will not make them want to give you a higher position. So if you've gotten experience enough, start applying to another place as a senior carer and make sure you get in. Your possible best to learn, do trainings, make your research. So guys, talking about the healthcare role, healthcare to me is a rewarding job. Some people start telling you that you come into the healthcare and you're doing personal care. The only thing most people have in their mind when talking about being a healthcare assistant is just the personal care aspect of it. And most people don't understand that it's not all healthcare roles that you do personal care. And even if you're doing personal care for someone, it's not a bad thing. Like, it's not a bad thing. You do personal care for your children. When your parents is sick, you do personal care for your parents. Even if your partner, your husband or your wife is sick, you get to do personal care for them. These are things that they cannot do for themselves normally. And it's not like you spend all your day doing personal care. No, it's mostly in the morning or whenever they need it. And it's not bad. I see me as a mom, and I think this is the reason why most care homes or most care companies take women more, because they know that women are nurturing. Women, they don't see this as much, especially the married one and those that have kids. Personal care is what you do almost on a daily basis for your children. You bathe your children, the small ones, you change their diapers, there is nothing there. And I don't know why people see this as a big deal. You just see it like you're helping somebody that can't help themselves and you're being paid for it. If you start conditioning your mind to that kind of aspect, if you start conditioning your mind like that, you'll see that you're just doing the job and you're just happy doing it. To me personally, I see that I'm just helping people that can't help themselves, helping them live their best life possible. You can't do this. And most of the time, let me tell you my secret now. Most of the time when I do this, I turn it to a prayer point for myself. I'm doing this is a job, I'm getting paid for it, but I'm always praying before I leave for work. I'm praying that as I'm going on this shift, nothing bad is going to happen on this shift, nothing implicating is going to happen on this shift. I'm not going to miss any mistakes, and my God is going to open my eyes to see, all the tiny mistakes or things that can cause accidents as I'm going on this shift. I start praying when I get to work, when I do something good for a patient and they appreciate. I start praying, thanking God, telling God I'm using this as my own, prayer point. When I get to this age, I'm going to see people that will love me. I'm going to see people that will honestly, that I'm going to see people that are going to take care of me. This is just a rewarding job for me and I don't see anything bad doing it. So I think when we start conditioning our mind like that, kind of content that people put it. So, and we are here in this country where every job is classified as the same. You don't look down on anybody. This person is a nurse, this person is a doctor, this person is a cleaner, this person is sweeps the road, this person pushes truck. You'll be surprised that the cleaner that works in where you are working has almost 5 houses and you are still looking down at that on that person. So this is not something that you will even need to even start thinking about, because if you're coming from your home country and you're a lawyer there or you're a doctor there, and you come here and you're starting up as a carer, just see it as a stepping stone to where you want to get to, because this is just for most people, this is just the job that will pay their bills at this time. This is just the job that will help them get the money that they are going to use to apply for other bigger roles that they want to do. You cannot just stay here and just be idle. Just take it up as a job that you just have to do for the meantime and start moving up the ladder. Don't start collecting that money and calm down. No, that's where you're now going to go wrong. When they start paying you, start saving up the money, start taking up courses, start doing training. Do you want to go into IT? Do you want to be a scrum master? Do you want to be this? Do you want to be that? Do you want to take your PLAB exams? Do you want to take your nursing exams? This is the time for you to use this money to start saving, to go up that ladder. So another thing I want to talk about is uniforms. So when you're working in a care home, some care homes have uniform, if not all, but most support workers, you tend to wear your own clothes to work. In the hospitals, we have different uniforms that comes in different colors for different occupations. Healthcare workers, you mostly see them in sky blue. Nurses, you mostly see them in navy blue or different kinds of blue, but the blues are for the care workers, doctors, nurses, healthcare assistants. But in some other places it might be different, especially for private care homes. I want to know, you guys, what color do you wear to work at your place of work? What colors do you wear? For me, mine is sky blue and I think I love this color. This is the first time I'm actually wearing sky blue, and I think it suits my skin. So another thing I want to talk about is your role as a carer. I think I've said this before in one of my videos. There is one thing you will need is to, I think that is the most important thing for care. You just need to be compassionate. Like, you just need to look at this person and say, oh, this person cannot just do things for him or herself. You just need to help the person. Just be compassionate, be kind. It's not if this person can actually do these things for herself or himself, the person will not be there. And just put yourself in the person's shoes. If you're at this point in your life and you can't do this thing for yourself, sometimes they don't do it on purpose. I know I've heard some people say, oh, this person is doing it on purpose, and some of the patients or the residents, some of them can be racist. But these are the things that you need to report to your manager. Another thing I want to talk about is taking on your roles. If you start working somewhere and you see that the job they give you is not something that you can do, or you are not confident enough to do that job, please speak to your manager about it. Speak to your manager. Let me say, for instance, they tell you, okay, now you're going to be doing medication, and you're not confident enough to do medication even after the training. Please speak to your manager about it. If they will give you more trainings to do it, they will. But don't just go and do I too know, or yes I can do it, and go and make mistake. Nobody will cover your back. The way they are going to fling you out and throw you out of the bus, you will not believe that is that your same manager that was smiling with you 2 minutes ago, and you just committed this mistake. It's not the same person that will smile with you. The way they will handle that issue, especially when it comes to safeguarding, especially when it comes to negligence or neglect, they don't take it likely at all. So if there is something that you feel you cannot do, please speak to your manager or get somebody to come and help you, even if it's personal care, even if it's anything at all. Just speak to somebody and get help. Don't be quiet about it. And about this personal care, it's not like the personal care we used to do. We Africans, we tend to know how to wash our body with sponge and clothes, and use sponge and scrub all our bodies. Not like that here. Oh. The people here, most of them, they don't even shower. They don't even clean up. Even some of them, you have to cajole them and cajole them before they even agree for a wash. What they usually do here is wash. That one that we call teppy sponge, puts little soap inside warm water, squeeze towel, and clean their body and wipe it with it. That's just what they do here. I'm telling you, that's just what they do. It's not like you have to take them to the bathroom and bath them. Some of them that can stand up to go to the bathroom will want to bathe themselves. So it's not really, something serious that you have to come and start thinking so much about. For those that have already started this work, you know what I'm talking about. For those that are about to start it, when you go to your first shift and you see what they call shower wash, you understand that this personal care is not as serious as people are saying it to be. But another thing I would advise, before you do personal care, especially if the person is bed bound, just because of your safety, your back, your waist, I am begging you guys, take the bed up to your waist level. I don't even mind even you carrying the bed. Anything that will make you bend, anything that will make you, after doing that chores, you start feeling pain in any part of your body, that is not the position you're supposed to take. Please take your manual handling training serious, so that after doing this job, maybe after 6 months or 2 months, you will not start complaining of back pain or waist pain. There are things that you can buy, all these body braces, back braces. If you have all these waist trainers, you can wear them to work just to support your back. There are these back supports. If I see the picture of the one I usually use before, I'm going to post it here. You can use this back support when you're at work. Just wear it inside your uniform, so that when you want to bend, you feel that, okay, I'm bending too much. When you use it, you see what I'm talking about. It helped me a lot, and it also helped my posture. Know that I'm going to do is just support the patients, allow them to be independent most of the time. The only thing you're supposed to do is support the patient, so that you don't your back, or you don't sprain your ankles or anything, because all this is going to be on you. If you wound yourself, if you break your back, or if you break your waist, you are the one that will not go to work. You're the one that is going to be bed bound. You're the one that is going to go and be seeing physiotherapists. So please, this is on you. You have to take care of yourself when you're at work. Anyone you know you cannot do, I'm saying it again, please let your manager know. They will call another person to help you. Don't go and do you can do it alone. Somebody that is supposed to be 2 to 1, don't go and do that person alone. If that person falls down, you're going to be in serious trouble. Always call for help. I'm saying it again, please. This is what have brought problem to most of our people. Most people are in jail because of this. Call people to help you if you cannot do it alone, especially if that patient is not independent. Call people to help you. Any patient that is 2 to 1, let it be 2 to 1. Anybody you are hoisting, you already know that that person is 2 to 1. Don't go and hoist somebody alone. Any patient that you know that you must use equipment for this patient, just know that you cannot do that patient alone. Call somebody to help you. Guys, if you have watched up until this point and you have learned 1 or 2 things from this video, please do well to hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so that each time I post a new video, you'll be notified. Please smash that subscribe button. I am giving you mad content for free, and the only way you can be supporting my channel is watching the ads that pop up on your screen and subscribing to my channel so that each time I post nice videos like this, you will be able to watch. So if you're working in the NHS, like if you're working in a hospital, you can be a healthcare assistant for different part of the hospital. There is healthcare assistants in the maternity. They call them maternity support workers. They have healthcare assistants for those working in the surgery. They have healthcare assistants for those working in outpatient ward. They have healthcare assistants for those working in trauma units, for those working in orthopedic, for those working in dementia floor. They have healthcare assistants all over the hospital. So it depends on the one you are applying to. Sometimes they'll tell you if you're applying, they're going to post you to anywhere they want to post you. So that one, you just rest assured your mind that when they post you, you know your word. But if they are telling you to give preference to where you want to work, that is the place where you have to go and research on the word you feel that, okay, you're going to be okay working in this ward. If they give you surgical ward, and you know you cannot work in surgical ward, you cannot see where they are opening up a body and all these things, please tell them that, please, can I be moved to another ward? Don't be scared. They are going to always support you in that. They want you to also enjoy your work. So if they give you a ward and you know that you cannot work there, just tell them immediately. If it's something you know you can manage and along the line you don't like it, you can also always tell your manager about it or apply to work in another ward. So another thing I'm going to talk about is DBS. DBS is Disclosure and Barring Service. I hope I got it correctly. DBS is something that any place you want to work, anywhere you want to work in care, they will have to go and check your DBS to be sure that you don't have any record of maybe maltreating a patient, or you don't have any safeguarding issue. This is why you have to take your work very seriously, because if you have any safeguarding issue, if you have any problem at work at all, it is going into your DBS and it's going to make people not call you for any job. Any mistake you make that enters your DBS is a serious issue. They have DBS for children, they have DBS for adults, they have the one for adults and children. I'll always advise that if you're doing DBS yourself, please do the one for adults and children, and do the one that's when you get your DBS, I will advise you to please update your DBS in the update service. It costs £13. When you update your DBS, you have to do it within, I think, 20 to 30 days of receiving your DBS. When you update your DBS in the update service, if you're changing a job, you don't need to do DBS again. You just have to give them your certificate number and they go and take it from there. And every year, you don't need to be doing DBS again. You just need to be updating it for £13. Like yesterday, I just updated my DBS for £13 and it's going to take me for 1 year. For 1 year, I don't need to do DBS again. Anybody that wants to employ me just needs to go and check my DBS on the update service, and I keep updating it like that every year. I think it's better that way. Then working as a carer, some people have asked me, what are the trainings I need to do? What qualifications do I need to have? If you're working as a carer, this is one job that you don't need any qualification for. Some people will tell you, okay, you need to have care certificates. Some people will tell you that you need to have done the mandatory training. if you can you can check around you for care trainers around you. If you're in Leicester, there is what they call victory training. If you're around Leicester, they do the mandatory training. Danny will always advise that your employer is the one that is supposed to take you on this training. For most jobs, you will see that they will say, if you don't have any experience at all, you're also welcome. Don't be scared, just keep applying even though you don't have any certificate. But if you have the money, or if you have the funds available to take up certificates, there are certificates online. Before, I think Florence used to be free, but now Florence now collects money to do their training. If you have the money, just do the basic training, and start up, you know. And then there's also another training for healthcare assistants. I'm going to look for that training link and put it up in my description box. Please, I'm also going to put how to reach my description box while editing this video, because people keep telling me I don't know where description box is. I'm going to put the where you can see my description box on this video, so that you can go there and click on the links I'm always talking about. I can't send these links to you one after the other, so please, I'm going to look for that training. I can't remember the name of the training, but I think I did it for £15. It's a level 3 training, but it is not NVQ, it is just a level 3 training. You can also do a level 2 training there. It's also a training that when you do it, you can show that I have done the training. It's a full training. You don't need to do one. Just do it full and you're done with the level 3 training. As I said, it is not NVQ. It is just a level 3 health and social work training. Then if you get into the job, even if you have been trained in another job before, if you get into any job, like if today you are working in this company and you resign from this company and you are entering another company, they will train you like you have never worked in care before. That is a funny thing. I know when I left the first company I was working in, I did about 30 trainings there, 30 online training. I started working in another company. They gave me about 32 or 38 trainings to do. And I was telling them I've done this training before. They said, yes, that one you did is for the former company. This one now you're doing is for my company. When I left that company, I started working in another company. They gave me another 30 something online training to do. If this has happened to you, please let me know. Let me know that I'm not the only one that they're giving this training to do, because it was frustrating, but I still did it. And one thing about this training is, if you have done it before and they give you this training to do again, it's just going to be very easy. Just go straight to the question and be answering the question and be moving. That's what I was doing, and that was what helped me. Like being a healthcare assistant, being a carer, and now being a nursing assistant. Yes. Yes, my new role in the NHS is a nursing assistant. I'm currently working as a nursing assistant. The nursing assistant is also healthcare assistant, but in some trusts you do more work than a healthcare assistant. Is just that they give a nursing assistant, they give you opportunity to do more. Like now, I take temperatures, I do BP, I remove cannulas, I can fix cannulas, but I am not confident enough to do it. So for now, I have not started doing it. Maybe in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'll start doing it. I do blood sugar tests and all. I take tests to the lab and all that. I go to the pharmacy. This is what I was not doing before as a healthcare assistant, but now I'm a nursing assistant. I'm able to do it. And then what I was talking about, you moving up your career as a nursing assistant now, I can apply to be a nursing associate, which means I can take up more roles. I can work more as a nursing assistant. And being a nursing associate, sorry, I'm going to also be learning. I'm going to be working and learning, and after I've finished my nursing associate degree, 2 years, I can now go into full nursing for 2 years. So this is what NHS also gives you. This is the opportunity NHS gives you to proceed in your career and to move up the ladder. If I was still a nursing assistant in maybe a care home, or if I was still a support worker as I was before, I won't get this opportunity to be a nurse if I want to. This is me if I want to. So now this is just me wanting to build my confidence, build my skills, and be able to apply. And working in the NHS, if I want to be a nursing associate, if I know all the skills that I'm supposed to know as a nursing assistant, and a nursing associate role comes up, because a nursing associate role is a band 4, I'm currently in band 3. If a nursing associate role comes up, I can apply for a nursing associate role, and since I'm already working in the NHS, they are going to consider me first. Do you understand? Yes. So this is one thing that you can benefit working in the NHS. That thing I love about it is not like a 9 to 5 job. As a mom like me, I can be able to choose my shifts. They will give you opportunity to be able to say when you want to work. Do you want to work during the night? Do you want to work during the day? It depends on your ward. They can also share your shifts night, day, and during the weekend. So you can take weekends off, or you can work alternate weekends. So me personally, I like doing long days, so I prefer doing, let me say for instance, I'm working Monday long day, Tuesday long day, Wednesday long day. Long day, it means I'm working from 7:30 to 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. So I do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's 3 days, and I have 4 days off. Yes, so sometimes I'll do 4 days and I have 3 days off. So I prefer working like that. It gives me time for my family. It gives me time as a content creator to create my content, and also to rest and relax, because working long days is not very easy. So this opportunity will also come up. You working as a carer, you don't need to work Monday to Friday 9 to 5. You tend to choose your shifts, and it gives you the work-life balance as a mom, as a dad, to be able to take care of your children. So as a healthcare assistant, if you come in as a healthcare assistant, especially in the NHS, and let me say you want to branch into physiotherapy, you want to branch into nutrition and dietetics, you want to branch into pharmacy, you can start up training roles as a pharmacy, be a pharmacy technician and all those stuff. And the NHS will also always help you to reach that goal. So this is something I think everybody should look into, especially if you really want to take on jobs like that. Like me, that I'm a food scientist, to be a dietitian, I can decide to branch into that aspect. I just need to apply for jobs around that area, apply as a trainee or an assistant, and learn on the job. That's how they do it here. Most times in the UK, most of them, they appreciate you learning on the job. You can also use that as a stepping stone to where you want to get to. Another thing I want to talk about working as a healthcare assistant is documentation. Documentation has put people into so many problems you will not even imagine. See, anything that happens while you're working, near misses is like something that could have happened that did not happen. Please document it. Anything that happened, medication, okay, this patient went outside, stayed for 5 minutes, anything that is not relevant, that is not, it's just a small thing, that small thing can put you in serious problem. Document as much as this person ate this in the morning, this person ate half plate of food, this person did not finish her food. If you're working as a support worker, maybe in a mental home, somebody, the service user throws something at you, document it. The service user harms herself, even if it's small, blood did not come out, please document it. Everything, if something happens or if something goes wrong, they are going back to that thing that you're supposed to write. And if they see that you did not write it, you are in problem, because that is the only thing that would have saved you, and you did not document it. So how do you want to start saving yourself, or saying, okay, this person actually did this, or this person did not do this, and you did not write it? If someone is supposed to take his or her drug and the person did not take it, write it there. The person refused. The only thing you're supposed to do is tell the person 3 times, remind the person 3 times to take his or her medication. If the person did not take it, write it down. If someone is supposed to go out, or so, let me say the person has doctor's appointment and the person did not go, write it down. If someone's family members came to visit, the family member brought apple, banana, this one, that one, write it down. because it could just be that the person took maybe banana from what his family members brought, and had food poisoning, and they'll start looking for where the person got food poisoning or diarrhea from. They will not know. But if you have written it down, it will make it easier for them to trace. And since you are the one that is on shift, you are the first person that they will ask what happened to this person. So please, documentation is important, no matter how small. Please document it. The person took tea with 1 cube of sugar, or the person did, write it down, please. If you're writing the person's chart, let me say personal care chart, the person went to toilet, the person did not go to toilet, please write it down. This will also help them. Say the person is having constipation, and they go to the record, and they say that the person has not gone to toilet for 5 days. This is how they will know. But if you're not documenting things like that, you're not even telling them that this person has not been to toilet for 5 days and the person is constipating, they will not know. Please, documentation is very important. Documentation can save you. Documentation can put you in trouble. Please always be very, very careful while writing documentation. Abbreviations is not allowed. Write it in full. If paper is not enough, collect extra sheets, and make sure you document everything properly. Another thing I'll talk about working as a carer is that it has helped me understand their food, their method of eating, when they eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, supper. That's when I know that these people, they eat 4 times a day. They eat breakfast. We that used to eat once a day. That's when you understand. You eat breakfast, you eat lunch, you eat dinner. It did not end there. You will still eat supper. So, and also working as a support worker before, I tend to cook most of their meals. I now know how to cook lasagna, lasagna. How do they call it? I know how to cook chicken roast dinner. I know how to cook many food. Even when they say, "Oh, I want a cup of tea," I know that it's cup of tea they are talking about. All these their British slangs. It has opened my head, to so many things. And most of the time when I go out and they start talking about this their food, and me that I used to be a very picky eater. After then learning how to eat, all this their food small. The one that I don't like, I'll just carry pepper inside my bag. There's always chili flakes inside my bag. I'll sprinkle pepper inside my food and I'll eat. So this is one aspect of being a healthcare assistant that has, opened my mind to so many things, learned different cultures. The other day, one Ghana woman that used to work with me, she cooked their shito and everything, and I was able to eat it. It was nice. She cooked their Ghana jollof, different kinds of food. Somalia people will cook their own. You get to taste different cultures and different flavors of food, and I think I like it. I think I like it. It's not something that you can get working in an office or doing 9 to 5 job. The thing I like about working as a healthcare assistant is that jobs are always available, as long as you have gotten. Most times there used to be restrictions, like for students. Most of them will say they don't want people that have restrictions on their visa, like working 20 hours. I know most students are going to come and comment about this one, because that one choke. The problem now with students getting job is becoming very serious, very, very serious, I must tell you, because everybody wants full-time workers. There's only few people that are willing to accept bank workers. And students, please, when you see bank positions, apply for bank work. Is better than nothing. And then once you have had 3 months experience working as a carer in the UK, jobs will start calling you. You cannot be able to move. If you don't like this job, apply to another one. As I said earlier, always up your game, always up your skills. Read, research, take courses, tell your manager. Let me sit down very well and talk this one, guys. Another thing I noticed is that there are opportunities for you, but if you don't talk, they will not give you. Where I was working before, there was opportunity for you to do your NVQ 3 after you have spent 6 months in the company. That's after you have passed your 6 months probation. But the manager will not tell you. If you don't go and tell the manager that, "Oh, is there opportunity for me to do my NVQ? I want to do my NVQ. Will the company be able to sponsor?" They will not tell you. But there was a company I was working. The only problem that they had with allowing people to do their NVQ was that they said you must have spent at least 3 years in the country. But there are some other companies that will not even give you that clause. Once you have spent 6 months with them, once you have worked with them for up to 6 months, tell your manager, always talk to your manager. Is there opportunity for me to learn more? Okay, I want to be a team leader. How do I go about it? If you don't talk, they will not give you this opportunity, and they will not come and tell you that this opportunity is available. No, they will not do that. So please do trainings if you can. This NVQ normally is your company that is supposed to give you opportunity to do NVQ. They're the ones that are supposed to enroll you for NVQs. Most NVQs you cannot enroll yourself. The company will enroll you, and this is because there is a placement attached to NVQ 3, which means that while doing your NVQ 3, they will come to where you are working to come and assess you. So most times your company is the one that is going to enroll you to do your NVQ 3. So once you have spent at least 6 months in that company, please tell them that you are looking for opportunities for you to do your NVQ 3, or for you to move to a team leader position, so that you can get better jobs and better opportunities. Last and final thing, I would advise you guys to join unions. So unions are like a body that help healthcare workers, nurses, doctors, when they have issues. Like for instance, you're working with a company that has refused to pay you, you just go and report to your union. They will even help you with free lawyer services. They will help you come and talk to your employee. And even most employees, they don't even want to even use their ear and hear, I'm going to call my union, because they know what it entails. Most employees that they don't treat their people well, even all these people that are complaining that they got job, they came into the UK, and they are not giving them shifts, you can report to your union. If you feel that you're being maltreated at work, you're being given too much work, like your company, they are understaffed, and it's weighing down on you, or you just have any issue with your work whatsoever, you can report to your union. Whether you need advice for anything work related, whether you need advice for maybe you need lawyer services, maybe you need any issue at all, you always talk to your union. They're always there to help you. They will give you advice. They will tell you what's the best thing to do. They will tell you what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. When it comes to standing up for you, they will also even come to your company, call your company and talk to them if they are not treating you right. So I think everybody working in the healthcare sector should join a union. The unions, I know there's one they call Unison, and there is one Nursing and Midwifery Council has. So I'll advise everybody to apply to a union. I think it's about £13 monthly or so. I can't remember how much it is, but it's about 11 to £13 monthly. Apply and join a union. So guys, before I end this video, as I promised, I'm going to be showing you guys how to apply to the NHS. At first, you go on trackjobs.com. Is the website to apply for NHS job. It's either you go to track or you go to NHS website. I'm also going to be putting up how to apply. So when you go to the track website, you are going to put in the keyword. Let me say you want to search for new nursing assistant or healthcare assistant or support worker. They have all the branches you want to work in. You want to work in IT, all of them is there. Just go there, click on it. It's going to open the places you want to work. That is where you're now going to put in, maybe you want to do a band 3 role, or a band 2 role, or a band 5 role. You put it there. Then you now go to location. It's going to show you, when you click on it, you're going to see the different locations that they have. There is Leicester, there is there, all the locations in the UK is there. When you click on it, then you're now going to see the jobs they have available. Apply for it. When you're applying to the NHS, you don't need your CV to apply. You're going to type in everything there. So this is where you're going to look at the person's specification and criteria of this role. So if you click on, let me say for instance, healthcare support worker, you're going to see what they need. You're going to see everything about the job. Please take note of everything that they talked about, what they need the person that is applying to have, before applying, and this is what you're going to use to apply. They're also going to tell you to write your personal statement there. This is where you're going to write your strengths, what you can do, the trainings you have done. Write everything there, and then follow it up. You're going to write your schools, you're going to write your qualifications, you're going to write your reference. NHS, they don't accept personal reference. I don't think there's even any company that accepts personal reference. They will always tell you to get professional reference. These are references like, for instance, that comes with at nhs.com, or at total.com, or at uba.org, you know, all those kind of things. Those are what they call professional reference, and that's the only thing NHS accepts. So if you have personal reference, it will not work here. This is another thing that has made so many people don't have NHS jobs. So please get professional reference, people that will reference you, that has professional email address, and apply. When you finish, always look at the closing dates for each job and meet up the closing date. Sometimes they even close that job before the closing date. So when to see any job opportunity, please start applying on time and make sure you finish the application that day, because of procrastination. Thank you guys for watching to the end. See you later. Bye.